Hi and welcome to Mermaid Co. I'm Tara. I am your tarot reader and manifestation coach, and I teach you how to live effortlessly using the law of attraction principles. So today, let's look at how we can call in a relationship. Now, the thing about manifestation, what we want to call in, our desires, it's not really about focusing on the very thing that we want to call in, but it's more about clearing what we believe. The more that we can clear all our limiting beliefs about our desire, the more easier it's going to be brought in because we have these underlying emotionally charged emotions going on. This is what we need to clear because this is our baseline that we are radiating on of what we are calling into our life. So, first, I want you to write down all the limiting beliefs you feel about a relationship. All the things that, it could be that you don't feel good enough, that relationships don't last, there are no good people out there. What comes up when you think about relationships? And it's what you witness too. So look at your friends' relationships as well and your family, and just by witnessing what comes up in a negative manner. I want you to write all of that down. I want you to exhaust everything you believe about this desire. Then we're going to clear it. So, from that, I then want you to write down what it is, like the opposite. I just want you to write the opposite. And then from there, I now want you to write down all the characteristics you want in a person. I do not want you going on about what they physically look like. You could write that they keep in shape, that they're healthy, but I don't want you to say, oh, they have blonde hair, blue eyes, tan skin. No, 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 no. The universe knows you better than what you do. Okay. Whenever I have brought something into my life, it is beyond my expectations. It always came in a way that I never in my like with when I've had every avenue covered of how it could come in, it's never come in that way. So I want you to release in how it could come, what they look like, but I want you to write down how they make you feel. And when it comes to appearance, rather than writing about the appearance, I want you to write, I am physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually attracted to this person. That's what I want you to write. And then that they make you feel safe, adored, the chemistry is on fire, there is depth. Like whatever it is that you want to call in a relationship, it's adventurous or it's peaceful, whatever it may be. So then exhaust that list. Step 3 is to do the EFT tapping because now we want to release the actual limiting beliefs. So there is a more in-depth video in my online course, Living Effortlessly. Otherwise, you can go to a YouTube video to get more into depth on how to do EFT tapping. But it really is, I like to do 3 rounds. Okay, this is how because again, when we want to call something in, it's about the clearing and releasing the baseline of our emotions, releasing the emotional charge of how we are actually feeling. So, I want you to tap on each meridian point, okay? State out loud all your limiting beliefs. The thing is, when you speak out loud, now this can be in regards to anything you want to manifest to, not just relationships, like anything. Apply this process. So, speak out loud of what you currently believe. This is healing. The thing is, our body holds on to everything and it needs a place to go. And if that is just speaking out about how we truly feel, that's letting it go. That's a release. So do 1 round of what it is that you want to release, like how you actually feel. Round 2 is saying, I am now choosing to believe this. I'm now choosing to believe that. And tap on each meridian point, stating what it is that you now want to choose to call in. Then the 3rd round is saying, I now have the perfect relationship. We have the most adventurous life. Life is so peaceful. Say it as if it's already happened. Now do this, you can do this every day. Okay? Your limiting beliefs may change. Good. That means that you're doing some releasing if they change. And then you'll get to a point where you feel like they have been released. So now you can just focus on the other 2 rounds of, I now choose to believe this. I have now called in that. Okay. And then let it go. And I know like that's the hardest part, is surrendering. But how to surrender in the best way is then self-development. You want to become the best version of you. You don't need to worry about how they're going to come in. How they come in is along your journey. Now, you may have, this is where we need to follow your heart. Now, you may have like this nagging thought of just wanting to go and travel, go interstate, go overseas. That's what you need to do, okay? That person could be in that country or in that state. Follow your heart. Maybe it's telling you to go to a dance class. Maybe that person is in that dance class, or maybe you meet someone who becomes your friend and then you meet your person through that person. So, this is where we just have to go about our life. And this is where we just focus on ourselves. Like, what is your next step? Mine was getting up 10,000 steps. Mine was like getting my lymph moving, even though it may have nothing to do with the actual desire. It's all leading to it. So look at what it is that you want to call in. So not call in, look at what it is that is sparking your interest, your joy. Look at how you need to become a better person and reflect. Reflect on, what is this experience teaching you? What has life taught you? What has relationships taught you? Where do you need to have your boundaries? Where do you need to have more self-love? Where do you need to have more standards? Where do you need to say no more or yes to more? It's all in the self-development that you start raising your frequency. Your person could be vibing up here and you're still down here because you're so self-critical. See, then this is the thing. Your insecurities. This is like a big thing that I've learned, that maybe you were a very secure person and then you went into a not so great relationship, whether it was toxic, narcissistic, they just battered you down, they cheated on you. So now you have all these insecurities, right? When it comes to the next relationship, all those insecurities are going to come up. And here's the thing, if you don't heal those insecurities by doing the EFT tapping, by doing a lot of releasing work, you then become the toxic person in that relationship. So you're the one that could make a health, even though you're not toxic, your insecurities from what your past partner did to you is going to come up in the next relationship unless you heal it. So the self-development, that's where it comes in, right? And you do the EFT tapping, you do the releasing. So you always have to work at how you can better yourself. So, and as you do that, as you keep releasing all of these fears, these insecurities, you elevate your frequency the more and more you do it. So just go about life. What is it that you want to do? Because you may meet, like you will meet that person, but they will come into your life in the most wildest of ways. So maybe say yes to more things. Learning to trust your gut in the process of meeting this person. But what sparks your curiosity? What sparks your joy? What gives you fulfillment and purpose in life? Now go after that. Don't worry about the relationship. The relationship will come in ever so like effortlessly and in the most perfect divine time. Do your visualization of a nighttime. So go to sleep with your hand on your heart, smile on your face, with visualizing that it's come in, or just the thought that it's come in. Activate your heart space. The more activated your heart space is throughout the day and catching your thoughts out, you expand your energy field, you elevate your energy field. And so that brings me to the other thing that I just mentioned. Catch yourself out in your thoughts throughout the day. state the exact opposite. Like, we're learning to love ourselves now. The more you can love yourself, the more beautiful this relationship is going to be. So learn how to love yourself with your self-talk, with the conversations that you have with other people. And maybe like ask your friends what they like about you to give yourself that confidence. So yeah, it's self-development really is the process of it all. Just following your bliss. Subliminals is another great thing to do. So I'm always very cautious about what it is that I listen to on YouTube, but if you email me, I can definitely make you your subliminals, customized ones. It's not like on my shop or my website, just email me. But the thing is, subliminals are affirmations hidden behind music. They're underneath the music, so you can't actually hear them, but your subconscious mind can. So your conscious mind, it's not resisting these affirmations. It's not saying, well, that can't be true because it can't hear it. So you're rewiring at the root level of where beliefs lie. Now, the thing to be cautious about on YouTube is that because you can't hear the affirmations, you have no idea what they're saying. In the description, they do say what is in the subliminals, but for me, I don't want to trust that. I've heard very mixed reviews about some channels, so I just make my own. But subliminals is a great way to rewire what you believe. So we want to do the limiting beliefs, then we want to write down the opposite of what we believe, do the EFT tapping, catch yourself out in what you're thinking throughout the day and state the opposite. And then we want to listen to our subliminals, and most importantly, just go about your journey. What going about your self-development. What is your next step? How can I love myself more? Maybe it's bringing in more rituals into your life. And the other most important part too is romanticizing your own life. Maybe having like a candlelit dinner, just having candles of an evening, doing some dry brushing, and have these as your non-negotiables. So then, because it's very easy that when someone comes into our life, we just like let go of everything that we do about our lives and just fit into their life. No, you need to have non-negotiables. You need to have standards for yourself, and then this person needs to fit around that. So what are your non-negotiables in life? What are your rituals that you always do that are your non-negotiables? Maybe have like a nighttime ritual where you read a book, do some dry brushing, moisturize. Maybe do like an Aphrodite ritual where you say some affirmations to yourself in the mirror whilst calling in Aphrodite as well. Do like a morning routine where you get up earlier and you go for your walks, get your 10K steps up. Like what is it that you want to start doing? How can you better yourself? And then again, along this journey, your person will just drop into your life ever so effortlessly. You don't need to focus on the actual relationship, but it's more about regulating yourself and loving yourself sick. So with that, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I will see you in my next video. And please don't forget to subscribe if you like this video.